Alright guys, so we have finished event 1 and 2. We're at our midday break and we ran back home. The gym's pretty close for us fortunately, so what was that, like 6 or 7 minute drive, and we're back at our house. Kind of recalibrate, chill back down, eat, and then we'll head back over to do events 3 and 4 this afternoon. Touch and base.
Chill back down, he means chill out and calm back down.
Unfortunately though, we're riding a little bit of a high. Christy did some big PRs for her front squat. What did you end up hitting for that?
9-pound PR.
9-pound PR,
which is awesome because I haven't hit that PR since 2017.
And what was the number?
281 pounds.
That's a lot of weight.
I weighed in at 132 pounds yesterday, so I feel pretty good about that.
And for your lunch, what are you eating?
I have to eat again. Eating during competition is so hard, so I've been staring at it for a couple minutes. But I actually tracked my food. This is the first year I'm tracking during competition, and it's not because I don't want to watch how much I eat. I'm just trying to stay routine and regular with it, with a little bit more carbs. So what I didn't want to do is just eyeball it and then accidentally eat less than I'm used to eating. So I actually added just about 15 grams. So I have about 175 grams of jasmine rice, 2.8 ounces of grilled chicken, and then I threw in, you also want a little bit of fat for some recovery, so I had my shake with carb and protein, but now I threw in 30 grams of avocado, and then I put on some Montgomery and barbecue sauce, which is my favorite.
And after you eat that, how long is it going to be until your next event?
What time is it? I've got about 2.5 hours until my next event, so I'm trying to get this down so then I can shower and relax, because I don't like eating. There's no worse feeling than feeling like you have a food baby as you're about to work out.
And what is your game plan for the next 2 events, which is Diane, or a heavier version of it, and a 1,000-meter row?
Rip and rip. No, I'm kidding. I haven't got to my actual game plan yet. I know it's going to be deceiving, just like the event 1. So I was a little disappointed with the event 1 and how my chest bar felt, because I'm usually really good at them. And I think something similar is going to happen in Diane. It's just the way it taxes your body. It's that push and that pull. Is we train it, but at that high intensity, it feels very different. Like the world's closing in, everything's going black, and your arms and legs are going numb. So I'm not sure about my game plan yet.
Yeah, it's still different for us too, where event 1 we have no gauge, so we're not going to know until 6 o'clock tonight after West Coast goes, and until then we don't know if she came in 1st place or 10th place on that,
or last.
That's unlikely. I feel like I'm pretty confident in your ability, but the front squat, at least we know she hit a PR, and that was, she could not have done any better. That's his best case scenario for the event. But as far as the first one, we have no reference and won't till the end of the day, which is different.
Yeah, and I think that's similar on the row too. I was talking to him about it, is I just want a PR. I know what my 1K row time is, and I just want to beat that, because then I know I gave it everything I had and I did the best I could, and it's always you versus you.
Something that I do think will be nice that is new this year is being at home for the CrossFit games. You get to shower in between events, which is definitely not normally the case. Typically it's very long days at the venue and you don't get to shower. Maybe you've got to change your clothes, but your in between events is not really very comfortable. It's normally sitting on the floor in the backstage area of the CrossFit games. Not really a whole lot of comfort within that, so being able to come home and kind of
see our pup,
chill,
Milo.
See Milo. You see her too. Hey bud.
Hey bud.
What do you think? How'd mom do?
Can I have a kiss? He's
boy.
Sweet. It's those. He was snuggly this morning, but yeah, he's right. It's just a unique experience. It was unusual this morning to not sweat. The workout is so fast, I didn't even sweat. All I felt was everything go numb and everything hurt. So, and it's a little cooler here today, so no complaints there. I think I'd prefer cool over hot, but it's just adjusting to those season changes and that Fran cough that I still have 4 hours later, which is kind of crazy.
So we'll keep you guys posted. We'll check back in once we get over to the gym and fill you guys in on some more events.
Event 3 and 4 coming up after I find a way to get all of this food down. Boom!
Whatever you heard it was gonna be.
Yep. So, I don't know, it just reminds you of like, oh yeah, I have to hurt that bad again type thing. Because it's just hurting in training is way different than hurting in competition. I told him I didn't even have time to think about the decision of like, do I want to push through this? Why am I doing this? Yes, I'm ready. It was just like, bam, lights out, everything hurts. so I think I hit my threshold maybe a little too fast, but that's okay. This one, the goal is to not do that.
Inspiring to watch you.
Well, thank you. That's the thing, so I appreciate it. So it's fun to do it here too with you guys. It's actually really nice.
Okay.
It's fun.
I know Paul and I were like,
So we're back at the gym now. Christy's warming up. We've got another event in about 30 minutes that we're gonna tackle, which is the Heavy Diane, the 15-15 of deadlift and deficit handstand push-ups. This should be a pretty good event for her, I think. We haven't done a lot of handstand push-ups this year just because they're really hard on your neck, but she's a really good deadlifter and her neck is healthy and so are her shoulders. So it should be good. We're excited about that. The time frame's still a little bit short. We'd prefer something longer. But even within that, the volume of the day, or really weekend in general, is quite a bit lower than what we've been doing in training over the past few weeks. Normally prepping for the CrossFit Games, the volume is way higher. We've got a handful of workouts throughout the weekend, but most of them are pretty short. So if you looked at overall like working time that the athletes are going to be in, it probably is a fraction of what it normally is during the games. But what that does mean is the intensity is way higher. So it is very short, very intense workout, number 1 and number 3. So you've got to hit the ground running. There's not a whole lot of time for rest. Anytime you're resting, you're not making progress. So you've got to have really smart breaks in there, know when you're going to break it up, be able to take a short rest and get right back to work. Anytime that you're hitting a wall and taking more rest than's kind of planned is really it's not going to be great for an overall score.
Great job.
I'm happy with it.
You should be. You went really well on that.
The last set of handstands got really bad.
That's everybody says. You did a really good job pushing on that.
Thanks, what's the truck?
I actually haven't been doing them because I tweaked my neck twice this summer. Yeah, and it's not even, it was like strict accessory work. And I just got out of position and then like it pops and goes. And then I like can't turn my head left for weeks. So we just decided to do, strict accessory work of just purely pressing and bands and just all these other overhead drills. And so to not have done, I told him I can't remember the last time I did, other than kipping with Amanda one time like 3 weeks ago, I have not done any deficit handstand push-ups. So that feels really good to be able to do that.
And it feels good.
Yeah.
Also, when did you finish? How long ago? Like a minute?
Yeah.
It's not out of breath or
5
sweaty.
minutes.
It was not 5
Too
minutes.
fast to sweat, like I told you guys earlier. These workouts are fast. You don't even have
I
time
would
to
be
break a sweat.
rolling on the ground right now. That's to be working.
Maybe it means I didn't work hard
That's
enough.
a much better point. Eventually, I would be rolling on the ground.
So I just finished event 3, and it's always food during competition. So like I said earlier, my problem is not usually not eating or eating too much. It's just making sure I'm eating the right stuff. So this is my 3rd or 4th English muffin today, and I just all of a sudden I've become a huge fan of English muffins. I don't know why or when. My dad used to eat them all the time. Now I like them. But I went to Kroger and I got the white ones because you want to make sure that when you're competing, you don't want a ton of dietary fiber. So these have 1 gram of dietary fiber and a 1/2 gram of fat. So hopefully my body's ready to burn through this stuff when I hop on that rower later. I guess we'll see.
So we found Christy in the parking lot over here. What are you doing out here, Christy?
I'm catching some sun, some vitamin D.
Is it cold inside?
It's really weird. So the weather in Columbus is really nice today, but only if you're in the sun. When you're in the gym, it's cold and the air is cold, which is why I think my trachea burned so bad during Friendly Fran this morning.
Does it feel good out here?
Feels so good. I could sleep like this. Maybe I'll sleep here till tomorrow.
So you just did Diane. What event is next?
A 1K, bro. I wish it was a mile for time.
How does your body feel?
My body feels fine, but it's this on the road that's gonna be very important. Not that it's not important all the time.
All right, this is the last one for the day. Her body feels great. She's holding up to everything she's done so far. This wouldn't be an event we would choose, but a little bit of damage control to an extent, but she is extremely fit, and she's been working on her rowing a ton. So we're hoping she PRs her 1,000-meter row, which I think she can. And if she does that, then we can't complain about anything. And as of now, I think she's sitting in 4th place. Go!
Great job! Holy cow! That was so good! Way to go! Holy cow!
That's all I had.
Holy cow!
I did my best.
You did so good.
It's good, right?
You did so good.
Won't be last. Thanks, guys. It really helped. That's good.
You did so good.
I think I
Dude.
just did my max 500 too.
I feel like I'm gonna pass out from an adrenaline rush. She just crushed that. She went above, she started out hot, above the pace that we had set, and she hung on to it the entire time. We talked about getting that 250 and pushing it, and she didn't fall off. She picked her pace up on the last 250. I think she PR'd her 500 as well as the 1,000 meter row. I'm jacked up. I couldn't be any more excited. She just crushed that.
336. I'm really happy.
I bet you are.
You could be in it. It's for my YouTube channel. This is my dad.
Hello.
You guys have met Donna, my mom. This is my dad, Tony.
She smoked it.
He gives me all the motivation.
I'm just happy.
Yeah.
Happy to see a smile on her face.
He saw my, 2016 games?
Yeah.
He didn't get to see much of 2017 because he was with my mom when she was competing. He didn't see one of my events.
A little bit.
Yeah,
Not
the
too
last
much.
event. And now he gets to see all of them. So it's really awesome.
Yep.